What's up? How y'all doing? Good? Cool. Alright.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second race of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Jimmy Johnson starts on the pole after not making the Daytona 500 after he crashed during Daytona 500 qualifying. Chase Elliott in the 25 Michael Holding car, remembering Jerry Nadeau's first and last win here in Atlanta back in 2000. Kevin Harvick in the 4 Folds of Honor car, sponsoring this logo. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the Nationwide car, sponsoring the logo as well. Kyle Busch is in a special M&M's Crispy paint scheme for today. Jeff Gordon in the 3M paint scheme after he drove this paint scheme last season at Atlanta Motor Speedway as well. Tony Stewart is going to make his first Cup race this season after he didn't make the Daytona 500 when he crashed during Daytona 500 qualifying as well. That's pretty much all. Oh, and Ryan Newman is driving the 31 Caterpillar car for the first time. That Ryan Reed in the back of the field, the Daytona 500 winner. That said and done. Let's go. With that said and done, pre-race news out of the way. Let's get you off with the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give that command, please welcome Dale Wallace II, aka WrestleMania 30,000, aka Jimmy 5 Johnson on Instagram, as he delivers the most famous words in motorsports to get the second race of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series season in Atlanta Motor Speedway underway.
Go racing, boys.
Engines are fired. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's race. Here is the starting lineup for today's race. Row 1, Jimmy Johnson and Chase Elliott. Jimmy Johnson is the poster. Row 2, Ryan Newman and Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski, the Daytona winner, the Sprint Speed Weeks. Row 3, Jeff Gordon and Trevor Van. Jeff Gordon looking for a deal himself in his final season. Kevin Harvick and Tony Stewart, two of us teammates. NASCAR fan and we're alongside Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards will be switching numbers from 91 to 19. Ryan Reed, the Daytona winner, alongside Kyle Busch. Brian Scott and Eric Saddle, and rounding out the field is the 22 car of David Brown. Green flags out as we're underway here in Atlanta. Chase Elliott leads him down. Cole Edwards will lead lap on. Here comes Jimmy Johnson out on his tail. They touch and they spin out to the inside. They hit the wall. Cole Edwards gets airborne and Jeff Gordon nowhere to go. Gets involved. Hits Jimmy Johnson. And the hood is all crunched up in the 24 car. Oh man, caution is out for the first time. You know, when Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards made contact, this was probably a payback of their rivalry after what happened at Daytona. Here is the replay. Carl Edwards leads him down. Coming to turn 1, Jimmy Johnson is gaining on him. He gives him a little tap from the left rear. And Jimmy Johnson gives him another tap in the left rear, and this time, coming off of turn 2, both of them go around and into the backstretch wall. See, Carl Edwards front wheels lift off the ground, and Jimmy Johnson gets into him. And here comes Jeff Gordon in a 3M Innovations car, comes out of nowhere and hits the back of his teammate Jimmy Johnson's 48 machine. And it just gets worse for Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson. Alright. Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson, they've got to have at least something this season. Especially Jeff Gordon in his farewell season. Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards, they were first rivals when Carl Edwards spins out Jimmy Johnson, taps him in the right rear. Jimmy Johnson goes around into the wall, causing his chances to get into the Daytona 500. And gets clobbered by John Hunter Nemechek in the end. Jimmy Johnson is okay, but he can't see the same thing with his car. And that's how they became rivals ever since. And Jimmy Johnson was pretty much furious at Carl Edwards when that happened. Until the Atlanta race. Jimmy Johnson gets into Carl Edwards' left rear, and they go around into the wall. And I'm guessing this was a payback for what Carl Edwards did to Jimmy Johnson at Daytona. Green flag's out with 2 laps to go. Harvick gets a push from Ryan Reed. NASCAR is going low. He's going to lead him down to the white flag. Harvick's not giving up. He's going to take the lead from the outside. NASCAR down high. He's going to ram him. Harvick gets a flat, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. goes 2 in a row. There goes the Busch brothers, finishing 1 and 2 for the first time in the Diecast Racing Series.
Boys, we did it. Back to back.
Yep.
Man, I'm really glad for Dale Jr.
And looks like Jeff Gordon is in the hospital, and he is really, he's thinking of Dale Jr. right now, because that win is just emotional for Jr. for sure. 2 in a row for Dale Earnhardt Jr. He won here in Season 3, and does it again Season 4 in the Cup Series. Here's the replay. Harvick takes the lead. Here comes NASCAR Fan 88 gaining on Harvick. NASCAR Fan 88 taps him from the right rear. Harvick gets sideways, saves it, but here comes Dale Jr. to the low side and steals NASCAR Fan 88 and Kevin Harvick's lead and gets the win. And seconds later, after when Harvick got sideways, after the contact, he has a left rear tire down. Here comes Junior, Brian Scott, and Ryan Reed going low, and Junior going 2 in a row in Atlanta. Okay, let's recap. Last season in Season 3 in the Sprint Cup Series in Atlanta, Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the race from Austin Dillon and Kyle Busch after a last lap crash occurred involving Jeff Gordon, Jamie McMurray, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Newman, and Kurt Busch. Dale Jr. comes off of turn 4 and wins the race, picking up his 2nd career win in the diecast racing world. And after the ton of events on what happened to Harvick and NASCAR Fan 88, Dale Earnhardt Jr. crosses the line in first place after making a remarkable last lap pass on the inside of Harvick and NASCAR Fan. And Brian Scott finishes in 2nd place, and Ryan Reed, the Daytona winner, finishes in 3rd. Here is the top 10 race results.